Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Sarah. I do budgeting and intentional living videos each week, and I would love to have you as part of the community. So today what I want to ask you is if you've ever heard that saying, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That's what we're going to talk about today and how it relates to money and pretty much everything else in your life. And go get your coffee. I've got mine right here. Actually matches my shirt. So go get yours. We'll meet back. So I think the first place to start is with the premise that our brains do everything they can to make sure that we're right. So that means if you've always thought that you're no good with money, that you suck with money, you're going to do things that solidify the fact that you suck with money. If you have always thought that you are a crappy housekeeper, you're going to do things that solidify that fact that you are a crappy housekeeper. Now, if it has the power to do that, why doesn't it have the power to do the positive things? When we input different information, then we should get a different result, right? And let's just say, instead of thinking we've always been crappy with money, thinking, well, thus far, I have made poor money decisions. However, I'm going to get different information so that I can make different decisions so that I get a different result. So we have a threefold process. We have the decision to change the habits to get the different result. You know that whole garbage in, garbage out. Well, the same would be true for positive. It just would. If you're consuming positive information, new information, different information than what you've been consuming, your brain is going to record different things and you will get a different result. Let's take the housekeeper thing for an example. If you have always thought, you're a crappy housekeeper, whatever. And then you change that up a little bit and you think, well, I haven't been a very good housekeeper. However, I would like to be a better one than I am. So what does it look like? What would it look like if I had a tidy house? What would it look like? What do people's houses look like that have a tidy house? That's what I want to know. So you get the information and then your brain goes into gear changing those habits. Like, for example, you don't do the dishes every night after dinner. I'm just using it for an example. You don't do the dishes every night after dinner. You let them pile up every week. So you do a marathon dish cleaning. Once a week on your Saturday or whatever, you do dishes forever. But, as you're scrolling through social media, maybe you start noticing, how to get in the habit of doing your dishes every night. Easiest way to do your dishes. Your brain starts noticing these things because you have decided you want to change it. Well, it's going to help you try to change it. That's what I'm saying. Of putting in the information that's actually helpful instead of solidifying the limiting beliefs that we've been having this whole time. So instead of, I've been crappy with money, what does it look like if I was good with money? What do I do? So you start looking those things up, whether it's online or you're asking your grandma, whatever it happens to be. So if we get new information for our brain to process, that's the important part. We can't continue absorbing all of the same things and expecting something different. That's the definition of insanity. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to bring a little more peace into our lives. So what are the things that we want to change? Maybe if you're on this channel, you probably want to be a little better with money, more frugal, that kind of thing. If you are, wanting to be, a better housekeeper, you want to become a more organized person. You want to be a better wife or a better husband, a better mother, a better you want to be less selfish. That's a good goal. All of these things are good goals. In order to do that, we have to change the information that our brain has. For me, it was money. I came from a family who was broke, not just broke, but very poor. And so I grew up thinking, well, I mean, that's just the way it is. And it wasn't until I was probably in my mid-20s that I realized, well, I don't have to be, because I was shown something else, because I was looking. I didn't want this over here. And so I was trying to figure out, how do I do that? I want to do that. So I had to learn everything from over here broke and poor to where I am now, which is just doing things very intentionally so that I'm not poor and broke. Oh, I love the idea of like those people that break the chains. That's what I've done in my family. And I would like to know, have you done that in your family? If so, what was the turning point for you? What did you do? I would love to know. All right, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks.